Hi, my name is Joseph, and welcome to Men's Fellowship Adventures. Now, we've been traveling in the book of Genesis, starting at the beginning when God made man, you and me, in his image. Now, God is a spirit, and they that worship him in spirit and in truth. Now, just think about it. First, you're a spirit man. A spirit has no body, so the spirit can fly all over the universe. All right, let's hold that thought. Secondly, God made out of the dust of the ground your body. And then when he made the body, he breathed into your nostrils the breath of life. Now you have all the power of the universe to do and create and to have and to be what you want to be. The problem is the devil. You remember, the devil made me do it. The devil. Anything in opposition of the goodness of God is evil. And so, therefore, it's the devil. Even when, okay, even when you think about something, on one end, it's all good. And then something creeps into your mind, and all of a sudden you run with that and you fail. It's the devil. But we're going to talk about the devil in a sense because the devil is within you in a sense. Okay, I'm trying to say it like this. You have the ability with your imagination and with your thoughts and with your emotions to create a world that you want it to be. Ask yourself the question, what do you want your world to be? What does it look like now? Are you riding a car? Do you have a house? Are your bills being paid? Do you have a peaceful house? What else can you want? I mean, that's life. That's America. Okay, that was a warning. I better tell you directly what I'm talking about. You create your world. Your choices dictate which way you go. So if you're sitting here thinking about, well, I'm going to get a job and I'm going to make $80,000 a year, but on the sidebar, you're like, well, I'm not going to be able to make $80,000 a year and get the job because they're not going to like me. And. How you know they ain't going to like you? Ah, that's an obstacle. Ah, that's the devil that came in that tried to steal your visions. Just like in the Garden of Eden, when the devil or the serpent, went up to Eve and deceptively deceived her, making her believe that the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life was something that she could overcome by eating the fruit. But really, it was those three areas that made her eat the fruit because of her curiosity and got her into the position where we are now. She gave it to her man, Adam. Adam ate because that's his woman. Your woman try to feed you, and if you say no, there's going to be a problem in your house. Okay, so Adam ate, and when he ate, he turned the keys over of this world to the devil. Now, because you were made one beautifully and wonderfully made, the devil is that little seed of doubt that is planted by people. It's planted into your imagination sometimes because you can sit here and know that you're going to get the job, but you're planning that you're going to fail. And that defeats the purpose. Whatever good and perfect gift, it's all coming from the Lord and it's all yours. And it's all you have to do is think about it, write it down, desire it, and it's good stuff. It's not no evil stuff like, oh, I want to get that guy's wife. That's evil. That will backfire on you. Remember that? Um, I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything bounce off me and stick to you. Well, the evil will come back and stick to you. You can't take a horse to the. You can take the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. What we're trying to do is make you drink, sip from the fruit of the spirit. And it begins with your thoughts. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. God saw that the world was full of sin the moment Adam gave the keys of the kingdom to the devil when he disobeyed God. And so as life went on for Adam, he had children. And from his seed, his children displayed evilness, just like when Cain killed his brother Abel. Okay. And so for jealousy, I think he did it because he was jealous. His brother brought the best offering. That's Genesis chapter 4. If you're jealous, you're not going to accomplish anything, because instead of you focusing your thoughts on your imagination, the plans that you made, the beautiful garden that you're trying to create on earth, you're sitting here plotting a way to hurt somebody, which is not your job. God said, vengeance is mine. So if there was ever anyone against you, just thank you, I'm sorry, forgive me, and watch God do something. That dude or woman will come back to you, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do this to you, because God got to them. All right, so the Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on earth because of Adam's disobedience, and that every inclination of the thoughts of a human heart was only evil all the time. Look at us now. You see people lying, being deceitful. They're cheating. They're stealing. They're doing everything that's not godly. And yet they think they're getting away with it, but there is a time that God has already ordained that they will pay for their disobedience or their sins. But the Lord regretted that he had made human beings on earth, and the Lord's heart was deeply troubled. So he said, I will wipe from the face of the earth all the human race I have created, and the animals and the birds and the creatures and everything that moves along the ground, for I regret that I have made them. Now, think about this. If God made you in his image and you are a son of God, then everybody around you basically are your brothers and sisters. We all bleed the same. We're all connected to the same God. We're all connected. Just as everything, I'm thinking about Avatar. Everything was connected to that tree of life, and everything flowed through it. Everything flows through God. It flows through how he made us in the spirit world. Now, with your thoughts, you have a choice. Choose life, he says, so that you and your household will live. You have a choice not to pay attention to the stupid pranks that they show on TikTok, and the ones where you jump off the roof without a parachute. Hell no. You have a choice, to pick up the Bible and study it. You have a choice to try to better yourself. Look at what you got. If you're always in the same rut, you got to change your thoughts, change your actions, change the people that you hang out with. And that's what I think happened when God destroyed the whole world. It was almost like he was saying, yo, this ain't working. You need to get away from them people that you hanging with. If you look at what's going on, every time something happens in your life that's bad, I guarantee you a lot of it, all of it was based on your decisions. But look who's riding with your decisions. That man or that woman that's encouraging you, go ahead, steal it, or go do this, then nobody's going to know. Truth be told, two people will know. You can't hide from yourself, and definitely God knows everything. So, yeah, you're caught, But, because there's always false teachers amongst you. They really try to encourage you to do bad. Really, they are. You can watch TV and start creating images of infidelity or being a thief and going to rob a bank heist. You got to watch what you put through your eyes and what you put through your ears, because that creates that's the mechanism of creating thoughts and imaginations. And if you can create anything on this earth through your imaginations, through your thoughts, through your willpower, your emotions, then why ain't you where you want to be. Because you got to think, you have to write it down, and then you got to go after it. Look, I can sing a rainbow. Did I hit it? I used to think that while I'm singing outside my porch, somebody was going to show up in a limo with a contract talking about, just sign here, Joseph, sign here, and we'll make you rich and famous. At this day of recording, I am 64 years old. I ain't seen that limo yet. I ain't seen that contract. But I did learn that if I wanted to do it, it's up to me to get it done. It's up to you to go out there and get those things that you see in your imagination. It's up to you to sit down and think about it. Set aside 10, 15 minutes a day before you go to bed or when you wake up and start dreaming about where you want to be, what you want to do, who you want to be with, how happy your family will be if this was going on. Because really, it ain't about your skin color, because I'm black too. It ain't about, where you came from, because I lived in the projects. I did for a minute. I hated it. I got out, though. Look at me. I got a house. Okay? And if I got one, you can get one, because God is not a respecter of persons. All you got to do is sit down there and think about what you want. Start dreaming about it. And then when you see that little inkling, that little inspiration to do it, just do it. Just do it. Do it. And when you do it, you're going to find things that are happening in fast motion. It's not no slow-mo. It's fast. Just follow the pace. And before you know it, you're going to look back and say, wow, what an adventure. Men's Fellowship Adventures. That's where you are. I appreciate you taking some time with me. We were talking about how God wiped off all the evil off the earth, but you as a man or a woman, you have a free choice to go against what God wants. Look at all these people that don't believe in the Bible. Why you don't believe in the Bible? Because a man wrote it. Well, don't you believe it was inspired by God? No. Then who do you worship? Duh. I am God. You can be in your own world because you have the faculties of God. You got the spirit, you got the soul, and you got the body. Start thinking about what you want. Create the life that you want to live and live it. Just make sure you start doing something. Every day, take a step toward what you want to do. And before you know it, your persistency will pay off. And all of a sudden, you got that best job that you ever wanted. Or you with that best female or male that you ever wanted. That relationship is beautiful. Now, if you want to talk about relationships, look on the other segments that I've talked about because, you have to, whatever you want, a lot of it has to do with thinking and imagining and putting it out there with your words to the universe. So if you want a woman that loves kids, that is compassionate and kind, that loves God, that obeys her man in a way that he's going to lead her in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Put it out in the universe and watch it come. And that's how you create your world. And that's how things change, one step at a time. Remember, when you take your place in authority, it's easy for a woman to submit to you, and the devil will flee. Again, I'm Joseph. Thank you for joining Men's Fellowship Adventures. Make sure you share this with someone because you never know what they're going through. Just send them the link and let them decide for themselves whether or not they want to listen to me. But I tell you, I'm trying to teach you the Bible. I'm trying to teach you about you. Because really, if you only take the things that God has given you for free, the ability to think and reason, the ability to imagine, the ability to set your will like flint, like you're going to do it, you know what I'm saying? The ability to put some emotions to it, like I can see myself on that trip to Jamaica. I'm on the plane. I want to pick up the phone and call everybody because I finally did it, And he gave you the spirit to be able to roam the earth and see where you want to go and Bless those who you want to bless. And for right now, I hope that you received a blessing from this recording. Until then, thank you for joining us.